Right, during the course of the next 12 months, League Council plan to institute a number of changes to their policies, particularly to do with their civic policy. With us is Councillor Peter Bainham, and also we have two students from Leeds University, Natalie and Robert. Now, Councillor Bainham, the one which is tabled to come into operation soonest is the reintroduction of Butter Sunday, in which people are given free butter on one Sunday every month. Now, what's the thinking behind
Question number one.
Well, basically, we just thought that we wanted to bring a bit of pleasantness back, so we decided to reintroduce Butter Sunday, which is, an old thing from the 60s, where basically once a month everybody gets free butter on a Sunday. It's very simple.
What do you think about that, Natalie and Robert?
Homeless. Considering the amount of homeless people we seem to see around in Leeds and people busking and trying to get money other ways, I can imagine the money could be much better spent than sort of trying to distribute butter every Sunday.
Do you agree with that, Natalie, or do you think that it's actually fair enough and that distributing butter is at least a form of distributing food?
No, I tend to agree more with Rob, because I do feel there are certain other issues which are far more important and which need dealing with.
Can you name a few?
Homelessness, problems with the unemployment, just general social problems which could be dealt with more effectively.
Let's look at some other element of council policy which I think may raise a few eyebrows. This idea of sending a delegation to Haiti.
We as a Labour Council disapproved of the American intervention in Haiti.
But does that justify sending 10 councillors at the ratepayers' expense to Haiti to conduct a campaign of booing at a cost of £72,000?
Yes, but I think
let me stop you there. Natalie, do you have any view on that?
I do actually find that quite horrific, really, considering the amount of problems that there are in Leeds.
Homeless. Robert?
I think that seems like a rather excessive amount of money in terms of, if it's about Leeds, essentially, then the money should be spent here, and particularly dealing with things like homelessness, because basically I'm sick of seeing it around Leeds.
Councillor Bainham, is it right to downgrade slaughterhouses simply in order to save money to put it in another direction?
It's very simple. I mean, it's just it was a one-off thing. It was an experiment. We tried it once. We had an open day at several slaughterhouses during the city. It was one of a whole range of things that went on.
Yes, but do say that what happened was that people were allowed to use the equipment which was used to slaughter cattle.
Yes. It raised very good money. It raised a lot of money.
Children shooting cattle dead. And now you have one man who is armed with the slaughtering instrument. They shut the doors. As long as they're all killed by the end of it, it doesn't matter. Natalie, what do you think of that?
Well, considering what you said about Haiti and the £72,000 from that, it seems that rather than trying to raise money from having an open day in a slaughterhouse and inflicting cruelty on animals, which we're supposed to try and reduce, it would be far better to reallocate the money from a trip to Haiti to homelessness.
Well, that was fair, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the homeless man.
I remember what it was like being a student. You think you're so right. You think the world is you and your money and...
The homeless.
The Department of Health has announced new restrictions for the treatment of teeth on the NHS. Dentists will now only offer free treatment on a quarter of the teeth in your mouth. That's 8 out of the 32. And, say the new rules, those teeth must be nominated at birth. Health Secretary Virginia Bottomley has backed the scheme since its inception and says the new rules will broaden patient choice and prevent dentists trying to get away with treating the 8 teeth least likely to go wrong. And also tonight, Irish Deputy Dick Spring welcomes John Major's surprise announcement that Northern Ireland will be sold to the United States and set sail next week.
I welcome the announcements from the British Prime Minister and the Secretary of State today, and obviously we will have an opportunity on Monday for looking at the course we're going to chart for the next couple of months.
I'm glad to see that the odd person writes in a letter to this show. I don't ask for them, but when they come through, it's nice to get them. This one is from Michael Tappett. He says, "Dear Chris, could you settle a family argument which threatened our tranquility last week? I'm a man of strong physical urges and regularly like to satisfy them by clamping my lips firmly over the mouth of my 7-year-old daughter and extracting a kiss of some passion. I find this both pleasurable and comforting, yet my family will keep trying to pull me off and threaten to report me to the authorities. Surely this simple action causes no harm so long as my daughter is dead, which she is, and frankly, if anyone has any complaining to do, it should be me, since the taste is in the acquired category and is getting worse with every snog." And this is the one that got away. Today's Kiddies Outing.
Today is Wednesday, the 26th of October 1994. And today, I would like to out Michael Portillo. Mr. Portillo is a boy-faced, flappy-lipped cabinet champ and has been a practising fan of Kylie since the age of 21.
Are you by the counter?
I am.
Okay, do you have the goods in your hand?
Yeah.
When they ask you to pay,
could
you pretend that your arm's just gone numb?
Here we go.
Drop the stuff on the floor.
Can I have... Oh! That, please.
Say your arm's gone numb.
My arm gets a bit numb.
It's all gone numb. Can someone adjust my shoulder?
Excuse me. I need my shoulder adjusting a bit. You can just push that for me, could you? Just push that. He done it.
Okay, so when they give you the coins in your change, drop it again.
Sorry, mate.
Numb again.
I can't get it. I can't.
My arm's all numb.
I can't move. That's got it. Oh, that's better. He just pushed it for me.
Well, say you don't like the coins because it's still got its ribs in.
Excuse me. It's got ribs in it. That one.
Still got its ribs in.
Yeah, it's got ribs in it.
It'll make my arm go again if you give me.
Yeah, my arm goes every time I get a ribbed one. Okay, he's doing that.
Let your arm go when he gives you the next one.
Will do.
And this time, get him to really punch you in the arm.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Chuck it.
You couldn't do the old arm again for us, mate, could you?
Really whack it like a mother.
You couldn't do the old arm again for me?
Whack it like a mother.
Just whack it like a mother. Just on the corner there.
Bang it like a bastard.
No, a bit harder. A bit harder.
Bang it like a bastard.
Really bang it like a bastard. Jesus, that hurt. Yeah, we've done that. Okay, that feels a lot better, thanks.
Tell them you take a very dim view of them all, and when you fly over there tonight, you're going to rain down thunderbolts on their kids.
Yeah. I think I might have to rain down thunderbolts on your children. But thanks anyway.
Okay, stroll.
I'm out of here.
How are they looking at you as you go? What was that?
My arm.
Well, it hurts.
Like buggery.
Don't forget, if you're driving on any major road tomorrow, particularly if it's a habitually congested road, watch out. The Minister of Transport experiment to ease congestion, particularly on the roads, the M25 and the A45, starts tomorrow with a car size limit. The AA have the details, but basically the police are out in force. Anyone found exceeding the car size limit tomorrow will be pulled in and their car shortened accordingly.